Hi. Hello. How are you? I just wanted to make a video to explain why I do YouTube. Because I feel like some people might come into this and see my channel and kind of assume why I do this. Because there's a lot of bad motives for doing what I do. First, I do want to thank everyone for 400 subs, because that's phenomenal, and I really appreciate that. I'm glad that I can make 400 of you laugh and smile and enjoy my videos. The reason why I do YouTube is, for that reason alone, is purely to make you guys laugh, and to make anyone and everyone laugh. I don't care if you're a toddler, I don't care if you're a fully grown man or woman. If I can make you laugh, that's the end goal of my video. The reason why that is my goal, and not money or fame or, whatever other motives that people decide to use this platform for, is because when I was younger, I was going through an extremely tough time. I was going through a divorce from my parents. They did not have a good marriage at the time, and soon after I was dealing with, Dixon, out, no, out. I was on a flow. You botched it. You threw off my groove. While that divorce was happening, of course, a divorce is never fun for a young kid. I was probably about 12 or 13 at the time, maybe even younger, maybe around 11. And very soon after that divorce was, thrown around and my dad was not living with us anymore, my grandma on my dad's side had passed away. And at the time, he was living in a workshop. My mom felt bad that, he's going through a divorce and now he just had his mother die. So she invited him back and wanted to work on the marriage. That didn't work. They tried and they didn't get it together. They couldn't make it work. So they got divorced again. And after they got divorced the second time, which this is about a year or so later, I think a little under a year later, my grandpa died, also on my dad's side. And as hard as this was for everyone else around me, it was hard for me, but it wasn't unbearable. And the reason why it wasn't unbearable was because of YouTube. I got into PewDiePie, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Tobuscus, all around that time. The first divorce happened, and I just fled to them. I would sit in my room and just watch their videos for hours on end. They just made me laugh, and I didn't have to think about why everything was going on, or, what was happening with everything. I could just sit down in my room alone and just laugh and focus on what they were doing and watch what they were doing and just kind of let everything else fade away. So after my grandpa died, they decide that they want to try again. And they decided that they're going to make it work. They're going to really try to make this marriage right. And it didn't. It didn't work again. So I had to go through, it was divorce, grandma's passing, another divorce, grandpa passing, another divorce. So within the span of about a year and a half, 2 years, I went through 3 divorces and both of my grandparents on my father's side dying. And still, it wasn't unbearable. And the reason why was because of YouTube. I was capable of not suppressing my emotions. They weren't suppressed, because that's unhealthy. They they just weren't there. They just weren't there. And I know that might sound like cold, that, I'm, a 12, 13-year-old kid at this point, and, I didn't feel any emotion, because I did, but I was capable of putting those emotions aside and allowing my family to go through it and allowing myself to go through it, because by the time that those emotions hit me, they were lessened, because I was on YouTube and I was laughing, and so those emotions still hit me, but not as hard as they should have, and not as hard as they could have if I did not have YouTube. And I was young, so I wasn't exactly the shoulder that everyone cried on. They never saw me as that person to go to. But imagine going through all of this and having your mother look at you, and you're depressed and you're sobbing and you're upset and you're wondering why everything's happening. It sucks and it hurts. Now imagine you're going through, as a mother or as a father, you're going through this tough time. You're, just extremely depressed, and you're worried for your kids. But then you look at your kids, and your kids are laughing in their room. And you go in there and you say, what's up? Why are you laughing? What are you laughing about? And they say, oh, I'm just watching a video. Just watching a YouTube video. This guy's playing a game. This guy's doing a skit. And it's funny. Like, that's so much better than having a mother having to worry about their kids. So while I necessarily wasn't the shoulder that everyone was crying on, I wasn't required to go to anyone's shoulder and cry on their shoulder, because I didn't need it, because I had YouTube, and YouTube fled those emotions away from me. And so I wanted to do the same thing for other people. And I wanted to make other people laugh. And I wanted to be that person who took away their negative emotions, even for 10 minutes. If I can make you laugh within 10 minutes and get your mind off of your negative emotions, that's going to help anyone and everyone. There's no negative impact in that. I know a lot of people see 400 I know a lot of people see 400 as a small number, but I don't. Because if 10 of that 400 are children or teenagers going through that kind of time, or hell, even adults going through a terrible time, and they went to me to get a laugh and to forget about their problems, that's my success. And I remember one time I knew I was doing well because I was playing Siege on Xbox. It was just a normal game, and this guy messaged me and said, "Are you actually Fuller Cub?" And I was like, this dude knows me? I was like, oh shit. And so I messaged him and I was like, yeah, I'm Fuller Cub. And I forget what he said after. I think he was just like, oh, okay, cool, like, good to meet you and whatnot. So I didn't think much of it at the time. But then, like a minute later, his older brother, was playing with him. And he messaged me the same thing. He said, are you actually Fuller Cub? And I was like, two people, like, in one game? I was like, all right, that's pretty cool. And I was like, yeah, I am. And he goes, my little brother watches you all the time. He loves your videos. And I just got so happy because I just imagined being an older brother and seeing your having a little brother tell his older brother, this guy on YouTube here is so funny. This guy has made me laugh more times than I can count. This guy creates these videos that just makes me belly laugh. And telling that to his older brother, to me, was just amazing because, I don't know, it was just, there's just a different connection between little brothers and older brothers, because little brothers tend to look up to older brothers. And so when a little brother goes to his older brother to show him something like that, it just meant more to me than I ever expected. So I've taken quite a while to explain this, and I wanted to keep this video short. But I just didn't want anyone thinking that I'm here for any reason other than to make people laugh. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Of course, I do want money. And I would like to start earning money out of this. But that's not the main goal. That's not what I'm here to accomplish. And that's the only reason that I want money, is because I can't keep this up without it. You know, like, this is not a cheap thing to do. It is expensive. So if I can, you know, earn ad revenue on Twitch or on YouTube, I would love to do that, and I would love to have that capability, because that allows me to improve the stream, improve the quality of my videos, and to give you guys a better laugh, and to give you guys more laughs. And while right now I can do that without a lot of money, I can't see me doing it committedly in the future. As much as I want to. I can probably still do it, but I wouldn't be able to do it as much as I want to. And it wouldn't be the quality that I wanted. I just didn't want anyone coming in here and saying, oh, he only does this for money, or he's just doing this because he's looking for fame or something like that. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to make money. That's not why I started this channel, and that is not why I will upkeep and maintain this channel. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Later!